Hello and welcome to my channel where we talk about collecting dolls and figures, animation, comics, and other nerd stuff. Full disclosure, it's going to be mostly collecting for a while. I have a backlog of items that I've purchased over the past handful of months, and I'm eager to get through them all and open them up and play with them because that's what I like to do as a collector, is open them up and pose them and move them around my apartment and play with them. But I don't want this channel to turn into nothing but an unboxing channel. I don't think that's healthy. But for right now, it's going to be a lot of unboxing, and I like having the practice of trying to figure out how to place my camera and talking to you guys and stuff like that, so I don't mind it for now. When these figures first came out, I believe they came out in a 4-pack, and I was eyeballing them, but I didn't really want to blow that much money all at once. I was in Target like January. I saw just the Leonardo in the single pack. I didn't know when he came out, if it was brand new or if he'd been out for a while. 2024 was kind of a weird year for me. I had a bunch of stuff going on. I was still collecting, but I wasn't going into like Targets and Walmarts too much, so I wasn't aware of what was currently on the shelves, so I didn't know what that meant. I thought all the turtles had come out, so I grabbed that Leo, and I was going to different Targets all over the city trying to find the others, and I couldn't find any, so I kind of flipped out and just went to the Neca website to grab the others. But after I bought them and they came in, then I started seeing the other turtles coming in. So I think they released one turtle at a time, and I kind of prefer buying them on the shelf because it's just fun to hold them in your hands and take them home immediately after you buy them. But I have them all either way, so it's fine. And then the Splinter, I saw him I think at Hammond Toys, and he was on sale, so I picked him up. He's actually the first Splinter I have, and I just really liked him. He's cute. He's really short. He's got like a soft goods robe. He comes with an Utrom and this cute little tea set and a walking stick. And there's some other stuff back there. There's like baby turtles. We'll find out when we open him. Here is the Michelangelo. He comes with, I'm not sure if these are gears or weapons. They're probably weapons. These little round things up here. He's got a little mini scythe or something. His regular weapons. There's like this plastic chunk up here. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out when we open it. And he comes with a mouser, which I am super excited about. I don't have any mousers, and I've been wanting some. So I am excited about that. Here is Donatello. He also comes with a mouser, but he also comes with an Utrom. I don't need 2 Utroms, but hey, whatever. He's got some weapons up here, some different weapons we'll look at, and he comes with an extra set of hands. I'm not sure if the others do. Maybe they do, and we just can't see them down past this. But he's got these flat open hands, maybe so he can ask his dad for money like a regular teenager. And now we've got Leonardo. He's got more of the gear-looking weapons and this robot head, which probably makes sense in context of the comic. I've only read bits and pieces of this comic line. I haven't read all of it, so I'm not entirely sure what the robot head is for, but he also comes with a bow and arrow, which I love. I'm really excited to open that. And then our last one here is Raphael. He comes with a Casey Jones mask. I'm not sure if he can wear that. I believe he does wear one in the comics sometimes. But he's got his weapons. He has an extra bandana, extra mask tails here that you can see, and an extra arm for some reason. We'll see what that arm does when we open these up. Alright, so I've got the Ninja Turtle figures all open. Every single one of them came with this background art here, which I'm really digging. I'm going to keep the ones that don't have any damage. I'll probably keep 2 or 3. I don't need every single one. But there they all are. Here's the Splinter. And we're just going to set up the camera like this so we can look at one set at a time here. Here's our Splinter. He's got the soft goods robe. He's got this cute little tail. It does not come out, but it does have like a joint, but it's still, I think this is going to get in the way if you tried to make him sit. Not that he can sit really very good. He doesn't have any knee joints. He has ankle joints, kind of. His arm moves a little. It does rotate. And then he's got a little bit of head articulation. But, so he just moves a little. But, he's cute. And I think he comes with the best stuff. He's got the little TCRI ooze canister. He comes with all these baby turtles that don't have any articulation. And rat splinter, really cute. I love these. He comes with this very irritated Utrum and 2 sets of hands. They look like poo. They look like poo hands. But he's got the hands, he's got the walking stick, this cute little teapot that has a moving handle. And then my favorite thing is the mouser. These mousers are so cool. I didn't know he came with one, so I actually have 3 mousers from this full set here. And the mouser's mouth opens, the head kind of moves. We've got ankle articulation. The knee kind of, does the knee move? Yeah, the knee moves a little. And then this hip joint, I guess it's a hip joint, moves if you can get it there. But I really love these mousers. They're so cool. I'm happy to have 3 of them. Here's Leonardo and everything he comes with. He doesn't like to stand too much. I have to kind of make him lean forward to get him to stand. But I love these big old chonk and heavy turtles. Like, look at those thighs. They are huge. I just had to get them because I do love my turtles big and chonky. I just really like these designs. These weapons are really nice. Like, they do not come out once they're in there. You can still pull them out, but they fit in there pretty tight and they stay, which is nice. I really love the bow and arrow, as I mentioned. It holds really good in his hand, at least the bow does. The arrow, not so much. I tried, but I can't really get him in a pose where he's knocking back the arrow, so it looks like he's gonna shoot the arrow. This just doesn't want to stay in his hand. He comes with these closed fists, and then there's a better shot of the robot head, and then they all came with this like extra bandana. They got the one that goes to the side and then one that kind of just falls down straight. Every one of the turtles had something like this. They are just big chunky boys. We got the double joints, the removable hands. So we've got double joints here. They are stiff. They are very stiff. But he looks pretty good. These have tails. I always like, maybe this is weird, but I always like to check the booty joints just to see what each turtle toy line does for this kind of thing, because sometimes they got booties, sometimes it's just shells and then legs. This is kind of an interesting setup. They do have the tails, which anytime we get the turtles with tails I just love. I don't know why, it's just so cute that they have the tails, but this is kind of an interesting joint setup. We've got this like separate crotch piece and then almost like a skirt type thing. This is very light plastic that's bendable, and then there's a joint up in there, and then the thighs. I don't know, I think it's just interesting. But then like they don't have the side shell that connects like the shell and the plaster, and you just get like muscles. So that's interesting. Here's the Donatello. He comes with a lot of the same things. The masked tails, the Utron, the Mouser. He comes with these open slapping hands. And then he comes with the like genetic gizmo thing and a wrench. I don't know why they're both red, but they're red. Here is his weapon. It holds in his hand pretty good. Like it's not gonna fall out like the arrow for Leo. And then this stays in pretty good too. I do like the weapon with the blade. And then of course he has just the same body type, and they all have the same skin color, which is nice. So you can use all the different hands with all the different turtles for whatever pose you want. Here's Mikey. Once again, he comes with a lot of the same stuff, though I'm always happy to have more mousers. The hands he comes with are actually the exact same hands he already has. You just get an extra set. These weapons, they look like the combat cold cuts from the second movie. There's no texture to them whatsoever. I'm not sure why they did that. I would have liked some texture. But I do like it when it's material or like a chain that's really easy to move them. But he doesn't come with like any place to put his weapons. Usually we see them either back here, some little pockets, or sometimes up here. Maybe they can go back there, but they don't. They can kind of fit snugly, I guess, as best you can. And then he's got this. Can we stick this in here too? Maybe. Yeah, we can kind of set that in there. He might cut up his armpit, but there it is. I still don't know what this is. I'll have to read the comics and figure that out. But when I was opening him up, I kept hearing something rolling around in the package, and I couldn't figure out what it was until he's missing his tail. The tails come off. The tails come off. Why would they do this? Like, these things are so small. If they came off, like, it would be so easy to lose them, and I love these little tails. Why would you make them that way? However, with the tail off, can I get it even back off? How did it come off so easy? The tails do get in the way of, like, see, they can't lean back all the way with the tail in the way. But the way these guys are, they're so back heavy, and then, you know, his weapons fall right out, but they're so back heavy you kind of have to lean them forward anyway, or they're just gonna fall back, because these, like, there's weight back here. These are heavy dudes. They just don't stand up that easy. But I'm a little I'm a little devastated. The tails come off. Scares the crap out of me because I don't want to lose these tails. Okay, lastly is Raphael. Though Michelangelo was the last one I opened, and he was the one with the tail rattling around in the package, and so I immediately panicked because I had been opening up all the packages, cutting off the ties like over a full trash can. So if I lost something as small as the tails, I was like, am I gonna have to dump this whole trash can out trying to find these itty bitty tails? And so I went through all my turtles and checked their tails, and Raphael's was missing, and his was the second to last one I opened. So I panicked and ran back to where I had been opening the boxes, and it just so happens I did find the tail, and it was actually on the floor and not in the trash can. Oh my gosh, I about had a heart attack. I will be heartbroken if I lose these tails. It's a new anxiety unlocked for me now that these tails come off and I can lose them. I don't ever want to lose them. But here's Raphael. He's got good looking weapons. I like these Sai. I like how big they are and how long they are. But once again, he also doesn't really have any place to put them. I don't know if that's just normal. For this particular line, they didn't, but like, give us some place to put his weapons. But other than that, no complaints. I love my big chunky boys. Here's this extra arm. The only thing different is it's got this bandage, and I don't know, I felt like there could be a better cost-effective way of doing this. I'm sure there's a storyline where he hurt his arm. It probably has something to do with this. This fits in there pretty good, like it holds the gun. It doesn't stay, but that's clearly what this hand is for. And then this hand also has that same kind of grip. Really, whoops. I really like this gun. I think this gun is really cool. Here's the Casey Jones mask. I thought maybe it was made for him to wear, because it's very movable. Like, you can totally flatten it out to fit a turtle head, but this part I can't get to fit around his head, and I wasn't going to try too hard. But it's a cool little mask. You can just carry it around, I guess. And then he comes with this shroud that I haven't tried to put on him, but yep. Just fits real nice. And that's Raphael with his tail and everything. Alright, here's last looks for these turtles. I really like how small Splinter is compared to these big old turtles. It's kind of cute. I think he might be the smallest Splinter compared to his sons. I just thought that was fun. I think that's part of the reason I bought the Splinter, but I really like the scale of this. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the tails. Maybe I could glue them on so that they don't accidentally fall off. I'm just really paranoid that when I'm posing them, they're gonna fall off and then I'll lose them forever. I don't know, we'll see. I am considering repainting the masks. I've seen other people do that and they look really good, so I might consider doing that. That is a project for another day. For now, I'm really happy with these turtles. I wish they had better balance, but other than that, I like these big, heavy, chunky turtles. These are a lot of fun. And I think we're gonna call it a night. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!